Welcome to the latest training webinar brought to you by Travel Bulletin. I'm Simon Eddles, and today we'll be learning all about an amazing destination, Poland. We'll watch some short presentations covering city breaks in beautiful Krakow, and for those of your clients who love the outdoors, we'll discover more about cycling holidays in Poland too. In the UK alone, more than 22 million people own or have access to a bicycle, and 4 million use their bikes at least once a week. So if you consider the existing popularity of cycling, the health benefits it brings, and also the limited environmental impact it makes, it explains why more and more tourists are keen to explore the world using this form of transport. So agents, sit back, learn more about how you can organise your own bike tours, but more importantly, those of your clients as well. Following some partner videos as well, we'll then have a lively Q&A session with all the presenters. So please think about the sort of questions you will want to know the answers to, and use the Q&A function throughout the webinar to get the questions over to me. One other important thing to mention is that we have prizes galore up for grabs today. We're going to be giving away spot prizes live during the webinar itself by answering questions as we go along. These prizes include a selection of cycling goodies. We've also got 2 fantastic short breaks to Poland for 2 people, including accommodation and flights. In addition to these, there's another competition you can enter via the Travel Bulletin website after the webinar, offering more short breaks, 1 to Krakow and 1 to Kielce, and also 2 flight vouchers for 2 to Krakow as well. We'll update you on all the details on all of that a bit later on as well. Okay, so without further ado, I'm delighted to be joined today by Ivana, the UK and Ireland Director for the Poland Tourism Organisation. Lovely to see you, Ivana, and welcome. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for a nice introduction, Simon. I'm fine, and I have lovely spring aura outside, so I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to our meeting.
Fantastic. We're really looking forward to learning more about Poland. So first of all, I'm going to ask you, why should travel agents recommend Poland to their clients, and what does the Malopolska region in particular have to offer?
Looking for refreshing your mind with new ideas and experiences, I'd like to strongly recommend Escape to Poland. Why? Because it's easily accessible, safe, and good value for money. It's opening door to all kinds of holidays, both interesting city breaks and impressive nature. The region, Malopolska, is very rich in tourist attractions, has the greatest number of national parks and 5 UNESCO listed heritage sites, including historic center of Krakow, Wieliczka Royal Salt Mine, and Auschwitz. The region has many marked walking and cycling routes along the valley of River Vistula, but consider also a rafting trip down Dunajec River and other attractions like wine routes, agrotourism, farms, and many others.
Fantastic. Okay. Many tourists go on a city break, and they appreciate and wonder at the history and the architecture around them. Can you tell us a little bit more about what Krakow has to offer in terms of why people should recommend it as a city break?
Of course, I do my best. Krakow is the most frequently visited city by the British tourists. Passing Barbican and St. Florian's Gate, you enter a different world, the main market square, with floral aromas coming from flower sellers, horse-drawn carriages, pigeons flying over St. Mary's Basilica, and the clothes hall. You can treat yourself to some amber and silver goods, traditional regional costumes, and other souvenirs. A very interesting option is the underground route, called Following Traces of Krakow. If you wish to explore Jewish routes, you should walk to Kazimierz district, with amazing architecture. For those interested in the history, another must-see is, of course, Wawel Castle. but I'd like to recommend the Museum of Contemporary Art located in the Schindler Factory, a gem of modern architecture.
One of the things that we get asked about on a lot of the webinars that we do is to do with the local food. Do you have any special recommendations that you can tell us about in terms of the cuisine?
Of course. If you consider yourself a foodie, please note that the European Academy of Gastronomy granted Krakow the title of European Capital of Gastronomic Culture in 2019. Don't forget to try dishes from the Krakow capital menu, and among them obwarzanek, a famous Krakow bagel. Not to be missed as well is Zwierzynek, a restaurant with a tradition of 650 years, and also plenty of specialty restaurants in the Jewish district.
Okay, well, after all of that good food, I think we need to do something to earn the calories, should we say, or maybe burn them off. So for those of our adventurous travelers who love the outdoors, I understand that Poland has many bike routes. Can you tell us about this and maybe give us some examples?
Poland has many cycling trails known as Green Velo. One of them is located in Swietokrzyskie, central eastern part of Poland. It's suitable both for amateurs of short rides as well as long-distance cyclists. It goes along the primeval forest, Swietokrzyskie mountains, blooming fruit orchards and local vineyards.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. I know we're going to learn more about Poland on bike a bit later on in the webinar, but can you please explain the concept and exactly what it is?
Poland on Bike is a foundation promoting cycling tourism as a form of sustainable tourism and also the best form of active tourism. Poland on Bike has a team of experts who organize comprehensive trips, guided tours, supported tours, and self-guided tours. All of them will be described in detail in the presentation that will follow.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for all of that information, Ivona. It's now time to hear from more of your partners.
Thank you very much, too.
It's now time to hear more from one of those partners. So let's start with a presentation showcasing 8 of the most beautiful cycling routes in the Malopolska region. Off we go.
Hello everyone, welcome to this short presentation of cycling in Malopolska. Have you ever considered visiting Malopolska to enjoy a carefree bike ride? If the answer is yes, good for you, excellent choice. If the answer is no, I hope you will change your mind by the end of this video. Either way, please keep watching. My name is Mirek and I represent Malopolska Tours organization, which promotes Malopolska region as an attractive travel destination for visitors. Where is Malopolska? If you think of southern Poland, you're halfway through. If you can locate Krakow on the map, you're almost there. If Malopolska still doesn't ring a bell, perhaps because in the United Kingdom, more often than not, it goes by the name Lesser Poland. What is the difference, you could ask? A major one. Even though Lesser Poland is a literal translation of Malopolska, historically and geographically, it goes much beyond the administrative borders of what is now Malopolska region. In other words, historic Lesser Poland and present Malopolska region are separate notions. We call the region Malopolska, as the logo suggests. You'll be hearing Malopolska a lot throughout this presentation, so I just wanted to make sure everyone is on the same page. Here are some facts about the region. Malopolska, the pink spot, is located in the southern part of Poland. It's one of 16 and one of the smallest regions in Poland. Just to give you a better picture, it's half the size of Belgium or twice the size of Luxembourg. It's worth mentioning that over 50% of the area is under environmental protection. Krakow, a former capital of Poland, is now a thriving capital of the region. Krakow Airport is the main point of entry for international travelers flying into here, and a gateway to Malopolska region. Malopolska combines all the best in Poland, its history, heritage, traditions, with breathtaking landscapes and majestic nature. Here's a short clip presenting what the region has to offer to visitors. Thanks to diverse terrain, uplands and flatlands in the north, hills and mountains in the south, Malopolska offers ample opportunities for cyclists of almost all ages and abilities. Add to this hundreds of local attractions, historic sites, picturesque landscapes, scenic villages, all spread around the region, and cycling can be a way of exploring Malopolska at your own pace while letting you choose freely points of interest to your liking. Just to give you a taste how fun and joyful it is to ride a bike in Malopolska, please watch the next clip. Malopolska region authorities have put a lot of time and effort to present the region as bicycle-friendly, offering rides for all, from beginner to expert, from families to mountain and downhill bikers. It's been implementing Velo Malopolska, a network of 8 long-distance cycling routes which cross the region west to east, north to south. Have a look at the map of Malopolska to see them. Velo Malopolska offers around 620 miles of cycle routes in various stages of completion. The routes are from 30 to 160 miles long. Some of them overlap with each other or make international routes such as Eurovelo 4 and 11. Some of the routes run mostly along riverbanks or close to such rivers as the Vistula, the Dunajec, the Raba, the Skava, the Rudava, hence their names, Velo Dunajec, Velo Raba, Velo Skava, to name just a few. Other routes go along major cities, towns, lakes, woodlands, national parks, valleys, and natural landscapes. In addition to our extensive network of Velo Malopolska, the region offers a number of local designated bike trails. As many as 50 of them are spread all over the region, and they are all grouped into 6 sections, presented in different colors, depending on their location within the region. These bike trails, with various levels of difficulty, are short distance, ranging from 18 to 37 miles. They run close or only a few minutes ride away to local tourist attractions and highlights, letting you explore the area from the seat of your bicycle. Here's an example of a bike trail number 38, otherwise known as around the Chorsten Lake. The diagram in the bottom left corner of the screen illustrates the altitude profile of the route, its distance, as well as, in this case, 7 suggestions what attractions are worth seeing en route. Cycling infrastructure has been developed to improve the comfort for cyclists. Many routes offer bikeways or bike lanes, providing shelter from vehicle traffic. Many bike stands and sheds, bike service points, wayfinding signage and signposts can be found along the routes. Cyclist-friendly places provide special services to make your cycling holiday a comfortable experience. Many hotels, restaurants, tourist information points, corner stores, or tourist attractions can take part in the so-called Bike Welcome program. Besides Velo Malopolska routes and local bicycle trails, Malopolska region offers a number of bike parks, downhill routes and trail centers for adrenaline-thirsty cyclists. They're all purpose-built, well-maintained, rideable, clearly waymarked, easy to follow and graded by skill level. Some of the bike parks are situated close to the most popular and major tourist attractions, such as this amazing, first in Poland, towering treetop trail, part of which you can see at the top right corner of the screen. What you have seen is only a small fraction of what Malopolska region has to offer to cyclists. Trans-border bike routes such as Aqua Velo or cycling route around the Tatras, cycling events and contests, all did not make it into this presentation. I hope this short movie has inspired you to pay a visit to Malopolska and use a bicycle to explore it. If you're looking for more information about tourist attractions and bicycle trails in the region, please go to visitmalopolska.pl, which is available in English. This is where you will also find interactive bicycle maps, maps to download for print or in GPX format. I will be happy to take your questions during the expert panel session, which is ahead of us. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for that. That was a great presentation. Thank you very much, Miroslav, for that. It's now time for a spot prize. So I'm going to ask you a question and then you're going to need to use the chat function to enter. Remember, use the chat function, not the Q&A function, the chat function for this one. The prize that is up for grabs, we've got a backpack for cycling. That's got all sorts of things in there, including a bike bell, it's got reflective bands, a neck warmer, and a cycle touring guidebook as well as obviously the backpack itself. So here we go. Remember, chat function, here is your question. What is the name of the integrated network of cycle routes in Malopolska? What is the name of the integrated network of cycle routes in Malopolska? So send your answers via the chat function. We'll announce the winner's name after the Q&A session at the end of the webinar. Okay, it's now time for a couple of videos from our next partner, which is the city of Krakow. The videos will help you get a really good handle on all the hidden gems that Krakow has to offer and some highlights within this city as well. So here we go.
Good morning. Welcome to Krakow. Beautiful as always and waiting for you. My name is Simon and I will show you some of the city's highlights and some of its hidden gems. You may see that it's a little bit overcast at the moment, but I can promise, in Krakow, sun always comes out. Let's go!
But first, let me show you a hotel in which English national football team stayed in 2012 during European Championships. Now you can stay in the same room as the manager Roy Hodgson. Wayne Rooney. Sun's out, so it's time to visit the Old Town. Let's go to the main market square to listen to Poland's best-known tune, Krakow Bugle Call.
You may stand here just listening to the trumpeter playing up there on the tower of St. Mary's Church. But let me show you a much better place where you can see him better and hear him better. Plac Mariacki, a tiny square near the main market square, and the trumpeter is playing from up there, from a little window in the higher tower. So when he stops, make sure to wave at him, and probably he will wave back.
Come on, wave! And there you go!
It's already past midday. Perfect time to grab something to eat. Let me show you a great place just a few steps away. If you're looking for a place for lunch, I would recommend a lovely, cozy place like this fantastic courtyard, just off the market square in Krakow. Let's go. After lunch, it's time to burn some calories. And what a better way than to go for biking, right? So, let's go to the less known area of Krakow. Passing some of the city's best known sites, like Royal Way or Wawel Castle, we are riding to the other side of Vistula River. So, here we are, Podgórze district, much more quiet part of the city, but equally as beautiful as the old town, with great cafes, great bistros and designer shops. A fantastic idea for a quiet afternoon in the city. Along the narrow streets we climb to Krakow's best viewpoint, Krakow's Mount, believed to be the grave of the legendary founder of the city. But right next to it you can find something extraordinary, Liven. Once a quarry, now a nature reserve in the middle of the city. So, welcome to the Liven Quarry. I don't know if you can believe that, but we are just about 2 miles away from the main market. And look how wild it is here. It is time for our last stop. Amazing sunset from the top of the mount. The crowds of local citizens are gathering here to watch this wonderful spectacle. I hope you can join us one day. I leave you with this. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, fantastic videos, really, really awesome. I obviously know where my next city break is, and I'm off to Krakow. It's now time for a spot prize. So I'm going to ask a question, and you need to use the chat function to enter. The prize is a 2-night city break package for 2 people staying in one of the 4-star hotels in Krakow. It includes flights as well. So awesome prize. Here we go. Chat function, remember, we're using the chat function to pick the winner. So here's the question. What is the name of the royal castle in Krakow? What is the name of the royal castle in Krakow? So send your answers via the chat function and we'll announce the winner's name after the Q&A session at the end of the webinar. We now have our next presentation, which is a wonderful video highlighting the Green Velo cycling trail, which runs through one of the regions. So we're going to let you go with that. Please take it away.
The East of Poland cycling trail, Green Velo, is the longest cycling trail in Poland. It is 2,000 kilometers long, runs through 5 regions of eastern Poland. Green Velo starts in Elbląg and takes you east to reach the junction of 3 countries, Poland, Russia and Lithuania. Then it runs south to show you Poland's finest natural treasures, hidden in 5 national parks. Finally, it turns west to end in central East Poland, the Swietokrzyskie region. The signposted trail guides you mostly through safe, low-traffic volume roads. Approximately 25% of the trail follows separate cycling paths or bike lanes. Every 8 kilometers, you can take a break in one of the rest areas. Today, we invite you to discover the shortest part of the trail, the 190-kilometer-long fragment in the Swietokrzyskie region. The region's capital, Kielce, is just 2 hours' drive from both Warsaw Chopin Airport and Krakow Airport, which gives you easy access to Green Velo and all of its attractions. No matter if you're planning a long-distance journey, a relaxing cycling tour, or a thrilling adventure, here you can have it all. When travelling in Swietokrzyskie, you will discover 2 unique locales. The area around the historic town of Sandomierz and the Swietokrzyskie Mountains. Sandomierz, a vibrant town with over 100 monuments, is a treat not only for history lovers, but also for gourmets and connoisseurs of fine wine. In the region you will find 20 vineyards where you can try international award-winning products. Local farms and fruit orchards provide restaurants with excellent fruit, vegetables and dairy products. Try them out in farms and restaurants. You will learn the history of Poland by visiting spectacular monuments, like the ruins of the castle in Ujazd, or the more than 1,000-year-old monastery in the Swietokrzyskie Mountains. Feel free to explore the Earth's history in numerous nature reserves with rocks and fossils from every period of the planet's chronology, some of them as much as 500 million years old. The highest peak is only 614 meters, which makes it perfect for a gentle hike or a cycling tour. Some slopes, however, are simply made for a thrilling mountain bike ride. Don't forget to visit our website. Try out our online route planner. Your travel itinerary is ready in just a couple of clicks. And don't forget to take your plan with you using our mobile app. To organise a cycling tour, you can contact one of the local tour operators who will provide you with a detailed agenda and the equipment necessary for a successful and unforgettable cycling vacation.
Wonderful video. Thank you very much for that. We've now got another spot prize. So I'm going to ask you a question and you need to use the chat function to enter again. The prize is a city break package for two, including a 2-night stay at the 4-star Binkowski Hotel in Kielce, including breakfast and dinner at the hotel and flights as well. The flights are from London to Warsaw, so the winners need to get to Kielce at the other end at their own expense, but no big deal. You've got a wonderful city break package there. And the question is, if you decide to cycle for 2,000 kilometers along the green velo route and start in Swietokrzyskie, where will you end up? Where will you finish? So remember, use the chat function and get your answers across. And then we will announce the winner at the end of the Q&A session. Our final training session before the Q&A session begins is brought to you by Poland on Bike. This presentation will show you the possibilities of organizing cycling trips in Poland, dedicated to each type of cyclist, whether they are experienced, a beginner, or a family going on an adventure. So to learn more about that, here we go.
Hello, my friends. My name is Marcin Kozioł. I'm from Poland on Bike Foundation. I've been organizing cycling holidays for over 10 years. In the next 10 minutes, I would like to show you how beautiful is Poland on the bicycle saddle. And I would like to invite you to bring the UK cyclists to Poland. And I will help you to organize everything in Poland. I will show you what kind of services we have got, and I will show you that we can organize the cycling holidays for all kind of cycling. Now I would like to invite you to watch the movie from the very nice place in Poland called Single Track Glasensis. And in this movie, you will see that we can organize the cycling holidays for the mountain bikers, with the very good quality bicycles to rent, and the trails to ride, and the hotels to have got a nice time, and accommodation and restaurants, and all what is needed to cyclists to have a nice time on the bicycles. You will get it in the Single Track Glasensis. The movie from Single Track Glasensis, you should know that there is more than 500 kilometers of the single track paradise for the mountain bikers, and you saw that you can ride there with the families, with children, with adults. You can find many kinds of trails with the difficulty trails and easy trails, so it's very good place for to have got the fun. And I invite you to visit, and we can of course help you to organize the cycling holidays in single track Glasensis. Now I would like to show you the Eagle Nests cycling trail, which one is amazing and very beautiful trail for the cyclists. Start place is the Częstochowa, it's a very famous place in Poland, and you can ride Krakow with the view of the many medieval castles, with beautiful area, with nice accommodation, and it's the paradise for the gravel bikes. So have a nice time. So you watched two movies, one movie from the single track Glasensis, one movie from the Eagle Nest Trail. And now I would like to tell you what kind of services we can offer you and your clients. After this movie, I want to tell you something about our services. For me, very important is to make cyclists happy. When they are happy when they've got very good equipment, very good bicycles from the bicycle rental. They are happy when they've got very good food in the accommodation, very nice accommodation, the bike-friendly accommodation. And they are happy when the guides are funny, good knowledge about the region where you are cycling. And we can offer you all of this stuff. It's very important to make a good transport for bicycles, for clients, from airport to hotel, from hotel to hotel. It depends of kind of the tour bike. It depends, of course, of the kind of bicycle tour. So we can offer you all of these services. because we want to make your clients, your cyclists happy, because when they are happy, we are happy as well. So I hope that we will meet all together in Poland on the cycling paths, and it will be possible to organize some nice holidays for your clients. So hope so that see you soon, and welcome in Poland. Bye bye.
Okay, well, hello again, everyone. It's now time for another spot prize. So I'm going to ask another question, and you're going to need to use the chat function again to enter. This prize is a great Poland on Bike t-shirt and a mug. And the question is, now don't forget, get ready with the chat function. Here you go. Name one of the most beautiful bicycle routes in Poland. Name one of the most beautiful bicycle routes in Poland. Okay, don't forget, use the chat function for that. I can see them all pouring in, so that's brilliant. Everyone is obviously answering. Right, okay, that brings us to the end of the training presentation section, and it's now time for our live Q&A session. So I'm delighted to invite everyone to join me on screen. So if I can have everyone, could I have Miroslav, please? Could I have Magda and Marcin as well, please? Here they all come. Look, everyone is all good. Okay, so once we've got, come on, Mirek, let's have you back. Here he is. Right. Okay, and wonderful. And we just okay. So Marcin, where is? Oh, you've got Marcin. Right. Okay. So where is Miroslav? Where are you? He's obviously hiding. We'll have him back in a second. I've got lots of questions for you, everyone, which is really good. The agents have been firing questions in. In fact, they're still coming in. I've got them coming in as we speak. Right, okay. I'm going to do, there's some that are sort of fairly general. So then you're going to have to decide who's going to answer what. But I'll fire them across to you. In terms of Krakow, Jane Walsh asks, what is the best time of year to visit Krakow?
Oh, you know, it's actually all the year. Everything depends on, obviously, on the weather, but we have very nice spring, very nice summer. Especially nice summer, I would say, and of course winter with December, very lovely time because of Christmas decoration and this very vibrant and very special atmosphere. I mean Christmas. And we have also called Polish autumn, which is very colorful, like gold, a lot of brown, red. Actually, temperature is quite nice all the time. Maybe I would say not in November, to be honest.
Okay, so every other month of the year. That's good to hear. You can go every other month of the year, except maybe not November. Okay, we'll move on to our first cycling question. Obviously, I'm going to sort of ask one of you to choose who's going to take it, but there's a few of the agents have asked in terms of the cycle routes. Are the signs in Polish and English, in German? What are the signs for on the routes?
I can answer quickly for Green Velo. All the signposting is done internationally because we have a logo, as simple as that. So I think you can understand it in every language. For information points are in the sheds in rest areas are translated in English and German, and also our website and mobile app is available in English and German as well, and this is a great source to get to know Green Velo better.
Okay, can I ask as well, one of the agents, Tony, asks, can you pick up, and this is actually reflected, a few of the agents have asked this, can you pick up a bike in one place and rent it and then drop it off in another sort of town or city further down the route? And if so, how does your luggage then make its way there?
The best, maybe I will give the answer. The best way is to cooperate with one company, and they can pick up your bike and pick up the luggages and everything through all of the days you would like to cycling in Poland. So I think the best solution is to cooperate with the travel agency or the one company, which one can do it for you. But it's of course it's possible.
Yes. Okay. Can I ask you on that, Marcin, with regards, another of the agents has asked, how do they sort of cooperate with something like Poland on Bike? Do you work through a tour operators here, or how do they sort of work with you?
Yeah, we can, because I'm a tour operator, so I cooperate with the many companies in Poland, and we can organize anything we need, from the bicycle rentals and the transportation and accommodation and guides. So it's the best way to contact with us or another tour operator, and we can prepare everything for anybody.
Okay, fantastic. Could I ask as well, Magda, could I ask you, in terms of Krakow, the Schindler's factory, is it still open? You mentioned it's an art, sort of, it's a gallery or something now.
Oh, actually next to Schindler's factory, there is Mozak. This is a Museum of Modern Art. So this is the next building, actually.
Ah, I see. Okay, yeah. So it's next door. Okay. Mm-hmm. Anne Bottoman asks, can you hire this? She's obviously got some people who like the outdoors but don't like too much activity. Can you hire e-bikes?
Yes, it is possible. Many bicycle rentals have got the e-bikes, many kind of e-bikes, the full bikes for mountain biking, and the trekking bikes, so you can easily rent an e-bike in Poland as well.
Okay, fantastic. I've got so many questions. We'll crack on through them. Philip McDonald asks, is it okay that there were a wide variety of trails shown throughout all of the videos? Some of them are obviously going to be particularly suitable for what we would sort of class as trail bikes or mountain bikes. But how about sort of road bikes? Is it, if you're taking a road bike, can you sort of alternate, or how does it work?
It's more difficult for the road bikes because we don't have too many cycling routes for the road bikes. You can use some parts of Velo Malopolska, like the Velo Dunajec and the Vistula Trail, but it's a little bit difficult because usually you should use the normal road with cars and with the traffic, so sometimes it's difficult, but it's possible to prepare this kind of tour, but it could be difficult to make it by yourself. It's better to cooperate. Yeah.
I'm going to ask some more general question, which I don't know who would be suitable for this, but Julia Broadhurst asks, is there a training module or anything like that that sort of agents can take to bring them sort of answer all their questions and bring them up to date on Poland?
But what kind of training model? What does it mean? So it's like
so something on e-learning. This is something that's very popular for agents throughout the UK. They do sort of a lot of training online where they can answer questions that you would have set. If there isn't, there isn't. Then obviously we'll look to sort of propose that as something that you do.
Yeah, I haven't encountered anything like that on cycling tourism in Poland, designated to British tour operators. But I think that, guys, we will be happy to do it together, right? Yeah. No problem.
Okay, that's fine. We can pick up. People can come back to that later. In terms of right, what we can go to next. Oh yes, I've got Amy asks, are there any specific festivals that you would recommend in Krakow for this year that people should look to attend? I don't know, Christmas markets or things like that.
You know, in Krakow, there is like almost 100 festivals every year, cycling festivals. So hard to tell because it is always up of just classical music or modern music or theater festival. But especially this year, which could be hard to take place. But if you are interested, of course, I will send you all the list, our festivals. The most important and famous are Sacrum Profanum, which is classical music in modern spaces, and Mysteria Paschalia for Easter time.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Miroslav, I wanted to ask you, I've got Jenny asks, in the Malopolska region, the routes that you offer in terms of cycling, are they growing? Is the number of routes growing, or are you looking to add to them?
Yes, Malopolska region has introduced Velo Malopolska routes. It has introduced many designated bike trails, but the number of the bike trails and bike routes is still growing. Cycling has become very popular in Poland and Malopolska as well. So I can't see it the other way. You know, we see a growing number of bike rentals, services that provide information to bikers, cyclists towards information points. Yes, so the number is growing, and hopefully within a short period of time we will have, you know, the Velo Malopolska routes completed, because you know, some sections are ready to be used, some sections are in a variety of stages of completion. So you know, hopefully within a short period of time all of them will be completed.
Okay, that's good. Jean Young asks, and I think she's got some clients with regards to who are looking at a sort of varied makeup to their holiday. She's asking, can you combine walking and hiking and visits to spas with a cycling trip? Is that something that someone could put together?
This is what our prize in the contest offers. For example, we have a 4-star hotel in the capital, Kielce, with fabulous spa and newly open aqua park. So we're a place where you can take all the fun and spa together. But I think it's possible in Malopolska as well, or any other region, and in other places along Green Valley. We have a variety of activities, so anything you can do around is hiking, taking a kayak tour, horseback riding, Nordic walking. So not only cycling available around, so no problem there.
Okay, I've got a couple of age-related things here. I've got Teresa asks, is there an age limit in terms of how young children can join sort of cycling tours and things like that?
No, I think there is no age limit. It depends of, and yeah, it depends of parents and children. So there is no limit.
Okay, so there are small bikes, I suppose. That's what that's what they're asking.
To rent a bicycle for children, yeah, it's possible. Like for the 10 years old, 11 years old,
Okay.
something like this. Yeah.
It's just to give people a bit of an idea. If they're bringing sort of 7 or 8 year olds, it's probably a bit too young. But if they're bringing 10, 11, 12 year olds, they should be fine.
Yeah, and you can take the 4 years old and 5 years old, and you can rent a trailer to bicycle, and you can go cycling.
Oh, and do you have the option whether you can have 2 people on a bike? You know, the
sometimes yes, sometimes
yes.
it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's much better because then you can put the person in front and they do all the work. I like that.
Yeah, but it's also very crucial for the disabled, right? So
right,
the
yes.
people who can see, they have their guide on the same bike with them. So it's a very safe way of traveling. And I think that when it comes to Poland, we are more and more ready for senior citizens and also for the disabled people to come and experience some active tourism as well.
To have some accessible tourism. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've got a number of, we've got a lot more questions that have come in. I'm just going to fit 2 more in. Durenda asks, can someone give us an idea when Poland is expecting to be open for tourism?
I think it will be in July, like yes, last year in July and August it was the normal traffic in Poland, and I think in the summertime it should be open.
I really hope it'll happen before July, because you know, April, May, June here in Malopolska is a great period to come. This is actually when the summer season starts over here. We've noticed we have a huge influx of visitors coming to Malopolska starting from April. So hopefully we won't be waiting that long for visitors from the UK.
That's what we like. We do like the positive thing. I don't think we're allowed to travel from here until sort of, well, the end of May. So
we hope for June. Yeah,
yes, we hope so.
We are ready.
Okay, well, we'll have to wrap things up, I'm afraid, there. Thank you very much for your answers, and thank you for taking part in the Q&A session. Right, we're going to, it's competition time now. So first of all, we have the lucky winners or names to announce for the spot prizes. Now, who do I have? What have I got here?
I think I come first.
Yeah, by all means, by all means, please reiterate your prize if you can do, and then say who the winner is.
Sure. But before I do that, I want to give the right answer because I saw some of the travel agents answered with the green barrow, which is not the correct answer. The correct answer to that question is Malopolska. So that's the name of the integrated network of cycling groups, and it's Malopolska, of course, it's related to Malopolska, something I referred to in my presentation. And the price is a backpack, just to help you carry and organize your stuff. We also have a bike belt, a reflective band, neck warmer, and I'd like to add a soft shell jacket to the price. As soon as I know the size of the winner, I will be able to get that for the person. And the lucky winner is Tracy Forrester from Appleby Travel.
Well done, Tracy. Fantastic, Miroslav. Thank you so much for that. Next, the next prize on behalf of the city of Krakow. Magda, please, if you wouldn't mind going next.
The winner of our 2-night city break in 5-star hotel for 2 people to Krakow, including flights, is Anne Botterman from Not Just Travel. Congratulations.
Fantastic. This is awesome. I do love the live prize giving. Thank you very much, Magda. That's great. So that was Anne Botterman from Not Just Travel. Well done to Anne. Next, the third lucky winner's name is going to be given by Magda representing Green Velo. Please announce what your prize is and who your winner is.
Yeah, the prize is city break. So 2 nights for 2 people in Kielce in 4-star hotel, Winkowski Hotel, with this newly opened tropical swimming pool resort. So some cycling and spa. The right answer is Elbląg. So if you travel from Kielce all the way 2,000 kilometers, you'll end up by the Baltic Sea. And the lucky winner is Jan Ledger from Travel Counselors.
Well done, Jan. That's Jan.
Yeah, Jan, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Well done.
Thank you, Magda. That's fantastic. Well done to Jan Ledger from Travel Counselors. And thank you very much to Magda from Green Velo. Our final winner is going to be announced by Marcin. So please tell us what your prize is again, Marcin, and announce your winner.
Yeah, so the winner of our Poland on Bike t-shirt and the mug is Gabi Scholz from Hallmark Travel. Congratulations.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Marcin. That's great. So many congratulations to all of our winners. This is not the end of how you can win, because the Poland have been fantastically generous with our wonderful prizes as well. If you've not been successful as yet, then don't worry. There are 4 more prizes to be won. We have 2 more 2-night short breaks to be won, courtesy of the city of Krakow and the Swietokrzyskie region of their tourist office. Also, along with 2 flight vouchers for 2 people to Krakow, courtesy of the Poland Tourism Organization. You'll need to answer 4 simple questions via the Travel Bulletin website. This is at travelbulletin.co.uk/Poland webinar competition, to enter before 4 p.m. on the 6th of April. So you've got about a week to do that, which is fantastic. We've come near enough to the end of this Travel Bulletin webcast on Poland. If you want to watch it again, obviously all of our panelists here will have been recording it themselves to watch themselves, I'm sure. But if they do want to come back and watch it again, or if any of you want to watch it all over again, then please visit our website, and it's going to be available on YouTube as well. I'm sure you all agree we've learned a great deal today, and that's entirely down to our partners. So thank you again for all of you for delivering such great presentations. Finally, thank you to all of the agents for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please give everyone a good wave goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.